I'm Mary Ellen Staganovich, and this is Miracles with Mary Ellen. It is a great Monday morning, and today on Miracles, I have a topic that was sent in by one of you. So this is the miracle of self-control, and I'll tell you the story about how we got this topic in a minute. You know, self-control is the ability to manage your impulses, emotions, and behaviors to achieve a long-term goal. It is the mental process that allows you to override your thoughts and emotions. It enables you to adapt your behavior from moment to moment. Now, your level of self-control will go up and down throughout the course of a day. Now, this suggests that self-control is also tied to fluctuating resources of physical energy along with your mental thoughts. So what is the difference between self-control, willpower, and discipline? Self-control is often referred to as willpower, and a disciplined person has a much easier time of controlling their willpower. So between self-control and willpower, there's not a lot of difference. You can interchange those. Discipline, however, takes it to a higher level. Discipline is something that will give you more self-control. Well, let's do a little self-check right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is that you have self-control all the time over everything, and 1 is that you have no self-control ever, how would you rank yourself on that scale of 1 to 10? I'll give you a minute. Okay, for me, I guess I would say I'm a 7 or an 8. I'm pretty good at self-control and very disciplined, yet as with all people, there are areas of self-control where there is definite work needed. Now I'm going to tell you the story of how I got to be doing self-control as a topic for today. One of my friends, he always comments on my videos and everything, and I'm so blessed by that. He said, well, one time he said, do you like ginger cookies? And I said, oh my gosh, I love ginger cookies. And this was around Thanksgiving. And he said, well, go to your Walmart and see if you can find Archway Ginger Snap cookies, because they are just the best. So I went to Walmart and I looked around, and I came back and I messaged him, and I said, no, I don't think we have Archway Ginger Snap cookies in this area. So a few days went by, and guess what appeared at my door? Yes, a big box of Archway Ginger Snap cookies. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just wonderful. So I took them into the kitchen, unloaded the box, took one bag out, and there were like 4 or 5, 6 bags in there. And I thought, well, I'll have a couple with some coffee. So I had a couple with some coffee. I had a couple more. And I think out of that first bag, Pete might have gotten a few. But yes, Mary Ellen ate the whole bag. So yes, I do love myself enough to splurge every once in a while. So I texted him all of this, and he said, you know, you really should do the miracle of self-control. And I said, that is a good topic. You know, most of your ability to have self-control or willpower depends a lot on what you were taught growing up. And of all the many problems I had with my mother, the one thing that she always taught me is discipline, a sense of self-control, along with my organizational skills. Now look at your scale of 1 to 10 that you did a moment ago. If you put a 1 through a 6, it means you are telling yourself you have a lack of self-control. What you say to yourself is so very important. Labeling yourself as having poor self-control actually leads to less self-control. So rather than telling yourself you failed at a diet, drinking any kind of drugs, prescription or otherwise, keeping your temper, or any other characteristic that you are lacking control over, offer yourself kindness and compassion by reminding yourself that you need to do better. And if you need help, never quit. Go get some help, and never quit trying to better yourself, because that is what life is all about, making ourselves better so that we can make our society better and our world better. One way to improve yourself is by delaying gratification. For example, in my case with the Archway Ginger Snap cookies. Now I can have a couple of those cookies with coffee after I complete writing my Miracles of Mary Ellen segment for next week, or my Truths of the Day for a week. I give myself a goal, and I reward myself by having a couple, or maybe 3, of those wonderful Archway Ginger Snap cookies. You know, a psychologist, Walter Mischel, conducted a series of experiments on delayed gratification. The most famous is known as the Marshmallow Test. Now, in this case, a child was taken into a room, and they were shown a plate with 1 marshmallow on it. The researcher said, you know, if you can wait until I come back, instead of having this 1 marshmallow, I'm going to give you 2. So the researcher at this point left the room. What do you think most of the kids did as soon as the researcher left? Yes, he ate the marshmallow, or she ate the marshmallow. And researchers found that the children who didn't eat the marshmallows did better academically, and they didn't give in to temptation as much as the children who were impulsive and just went ahead and ate the marshmallow. The problem I have with this experiment is that I think it depends on the child and whether or not they like marshmallows. I think I could have left it there for a couple of days because I'm not a big marshmallow fan. Anyway, based largely on this research, scientists came up with the hot and cool system of self-control. Now, the hot system refers to the part of your willpower that is emotional and impulsive and urges you to act right now on every desire. This system takes over and gives you momentary desires. You act rationally without considering the potential long-term effects of what you are doing. Now, the cool system is the part of your willpower that is rational, thoughtful, and enables you to consider the consequences of your actions. In this way, you can resist your impulses by thinking, okay, what are the long-term effects? The cool system helps you to look for ways to distract yourself from your urges and find more appropriate ways to deal with your desires. Now, it is clear that self-control is critical for maintaining healthy behaviors. Whether it is a desire to eat, drink, spend, or indulge in some other undesired behavior, one way to avoid temptation is to find a healthy distraction. Go for a walk, call a friend, do some necessary chore around the house, or do whatever you need to do to get your mind off of the thing that is tempting you at that moment. Practice self-control, as the saying goes, practice makes perfect. All of us throughout life have times when we must, for the benefit of our lives and the betterment of our society and our world, need to practice self-control. Parents, I implore you to practice this at home so your children can become the best adults possible. Because parents, your children are going to become what they see and what they hear at home. So if you want your children to be better yourself. Here is your affirmation for self-control, and I'll say it twice for you. I have self-control. I improve my self-control by allowing my important tasks to be completed before I reward myself. I practice self-control daily, as I know I have complete control over my thinking and feelings. All negative habits and addictions are now powerless over me. Once again, this affirmation for self-control is, I have self-control. I improve my self-control by allowing my important tasks to be completed before I reward myself. I practice self-control daily, as I know I have complete control over my thinking and feelings. All negative habits and addictions are now powerless over me. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me today. Pauline, John, Sean, I hope I'm saying that right, Bill, Manny, Pete, all of you that are here. I am so blessed and humbled by all of you guys. Please watch for my miracle moments as I come out throughout the week and my miracle minute. So I will see you later. And next week, Miracles with Mary Ellen, I'm going to be talking about the miracle of depression. Now, how can depression create miracles in your life? I'm going to tell you how. See you next week. Bye-bye.